A moment of silence in the cold. The Prime Minister in the community where Canada's worst mass stabbing in recent history began. It's been almost 3 months since Miles Sanderson went on a stabbing rampage that started in James Smith Cree Nation. 11 people were killed. Sanderson was arrested on a highway not too far from James Smith 3 days after the stabbings. He went into medical distress and died shortly after. Today was the Prime Minister's first visit to James Smith since the murders. He heard from victims' family members and from chiefs, and he came with a promise. More than $42 million over 6 years for mental health and addiction services for James Smith.
In the aftermath of tragedy, you've shown remarkable care and resilience for one another. Healing is something that takes time. But as you continue along the healing journey as people, as families, as communities, our government will be your partner every step of the way.
Most of the money will be used to update the local healing lodge.
It makes the future look brighter, not only for myself, but for my community and my children, my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren.
Another $20 million will go to a nationwide program to help Indigenous communities create wellness projects. First Nations across Canada have been asking for mental health and addiction support to prevent tragedies before they happen.
What works in one community is not necessarily the vision of another. And so the work that we do on the Indigenous mental health and wellness strategy, for example, together with First Nations people, helps chart that path with the flexibility in how money is accessed and how projects move forward.
The stabbings reignited calls to make First Nations policing an essential service, and that would guarantee funding for in-community policing. The Liberals have signed a letter of intent to make that happen, but they have yet to introduce a bill. Sam Sampson, CBC News, James Smith Cree Nation, Saskatchewan.